Michael Jackson's death was completely so sudden and unexpected that it hit us hard. And us being the #1 music show in the world right now, you know, that's our audience, that's our voice, and so they felt it just like we felt it. And right now, BET, we're just trying to celebrate his life and not so much mourn his death, and we're going to do it up as Michael Jackson would want us to do. So we have a lot in store tomorrow.
I was a huge Michael Jackson fan, and all my prayers and thoughts go out to him and his family right now, and it is horrible. My manager actually used to be a photographer, and he used to shoot him back in the 80s, and it was just horrible for all parties concerned. And Farrah Fawcett passed too as well yesterday, so.
Right, did you have the hots for her as well?
Oh, she was one of the most gorgeous women, iconic women of all time, you know? How could you not? But no, it was horrible day yesterday.
Terrible.
So that's a huge loss to the world. I don't want to say to the community, to the world, to society. He reached out to every size, shape, and color, you know. And the passing of Mike, it was big, you know. And I'm definitely feeling it, you know. I was a huge fan because he was such a force that even with Michael passing, people are still kind of like, no, Michael's not dead. Like, really, he's dead? It's almost kind of like he had that energy and that force that he can't die, but that he passed. It's like, well, you know, Michael Jackson was human, but it's just a beautiful being, a beautiful spirit. So I'm definitely feeling it. My heart goes out to him and his family.
What about Farrah? Were you a fan of hers as well?
Oh my God, Farrah Fawcett. Yes, I mean that was another beautiful spirit. I got to work with her ex-husband, Lee Majors. He did a few guest spots on the TV show, The Game, CW and BET, and he was a great guy. Had a lot of great stories about Farrah. And my mom said death usually comes in threes, and you know, Michael Jackson, Farrah Fawcett, Ed McMahon. I mean, you know, we're losing a lot of the greats, you know, but then again, I think it's definitely time for the new to step up as well. You know, Jay-Z, Justin Timberlake, Beyonce, Keisha Cole, Chrisette Michele. They're gonna start a new legacy and a new chapter. But everyone takes from Michael Jackson, the king of pop, and you know, Ed McMahon, a legend, an icon, and then Farrah Fawcett.
I'm actually still in shock. I kind of don't believe it, but then like it's all on the television, it's all on the radio, it's ridiculous. But what I did say to my friend was, watch them try and bring out all of, you know, the bad and things like that, and all his business is going to come out. It's just going to be a lot, and that's what it is. And I wish that things wouldn't gravitate towards that. I wish it would be just a big day of celebration for him, well, yesterday. But it really was, because I ended up going out last night, and we jammed so hard. Every single Michael Jackson catalog that can be found. And we had a great time, and I think, you know, it was a dope way to remember him. He will be missed, like, by a lot of people.
I was in complete shock when I heard the news. I mean, he is a complete idol to me. I mean, and he's just phenomenal. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the tribute to Michael Jackson. You know, I know that BET's worked very hard at the last minute to put this together for an additional half hour, 45 minutes. I've been a huge fan, and it's going to be a time when, you know, I think that we're going to be able to be there and really look at his life and his history and how much he's given back to, you know, to black entertainment. People are definitely celebrating his life. I mean, people have been through this gifting lounge and they've been having fun at the same time. And really, I think tomorrow people will be celebrating his life and celebrating all he's given back to music as a whole.
It really affected me as a new artist. Like I, you know, had like hopes to meet him, and his music has inspired me like ever since I was a little girl. I remember seeing Thriller when I was like 3 years old and just like freaking out. Like it's a huge loss, I think, for everybody in the music industry.
I'm still in shock. You know, it's hard to watch or listen to his music right now. It's really hard.
I know, it was just unbelievable. It's all, even waking up today, it seems like it's surreal and not true.
I know.
Did you ever see him in concert?
No, but my brother actually stood in for him for the 25th anniversary, you know, when he first did the moonwalk. So we got a lot of footage on that.
Yo, man, I grew up with MJ, man. It's kind of still surreal. Like it's like, did that really happen? It's like we're still stuck in a dream. He's definitely the king of any genre in film. It don't get no bigger than MJ, Michael Jackson. And I'm glad while I'm out here celebrating the BET Awards, I got a chance to walk by his star on Hollywood Walk of Fame. That's right. And it was crowded. Yeah. It was long, but we stood on that line because it was worth it. You know, peace and blessings, and to the Jackson family. You know, pray for y'all. Yeah. You know, everything. So.
Stilts.
He was definitely a legend, and you know, when we heard the news, me and Sister Asia were together, and we both like kind of started crying because it's you know. A tragedy, definitely. I wouldn't think Michael Jackson would be gone already, but he's a legend, and we're all going to miss him. We all love him, and his music will live on, and I know the Jackson family will make sure that his music lives on, and that's just one person that will definitely never be forgotten. He may be gone, but he's never forgotten, and we love you, Michael, and blessings to the Jackson family.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, man, like everybody else, I grew up on Michael Jackson, the backslide, the shake of the leg, the glove, the 800 zippers on the jacket. I mean, Michael Jackson is the biggest artist to ever live, and I don't think he'll be duplicated, honestly, you know, so I'm saddened by it. I still can't believe it. He was only 50 years old, and when you think about people dying, you think about maybe them dying in their later years, but 50, he was just at the peak of his career. He's about to come back with another, you know, the biggest tour of his life, the biggest comeback. And I don't know, man. It's, I mean, I'm hurt. It's going to be like this for a long time, I'm sure, you know. And the thing about Michael Jackson, you get to see generations and generations and generations respond the same way that I am. But the people who weren't even living when Michael Jackson was, you know, making these hits and doing the backslide, but they still feel the same way. So it showed you that his music was infectious, you know. So he's definitely the greatest. I'm gonna miss him, and my condolences goes out to his entire family, man. I know they're gonna miss him, and they're mourning right now. But love you, Mike.
And I also have to say, we all put a lot of focus on Michael Jackson, but we forget that Farrah Fawcett actually passed the same day Michael Jackson did. Rest in peace to Farrah Fawcett, and blessings to her family and Ed McMahon a couple days before. So we just lost three big major people in the industry, and just want to definitely give love and blessings out to their family.
Yes.
You know, Michael Jackson is in my heart. He lives still. He's such a precious national treasure, and I really wish he hadn't left so soon. I still think he had lots to do.